Simon, a quite famous victory over the Featherstone Rovers at Post Office Road on Sunday, live on the Sportsman YouTube channel. When you look back at that game, you must be delighted with the way the team performed.
Yeah, really proud of their effort. It made Monday a lot easier than it can be at times. I kind of said it straight after the game. I think it wasn't pretty and it wasn't perfect, but the level of desire and commitment was where it needed to be, and something we probably have been missing. And I know the lads really enjoyed taking part in that game and having that feeling. Yeah, we made life hard for ourselves. We almost tried to throw it away, I think, between Adz's drop out where he's looking around football and Louis gives a penalty away in possession in them final minutes. Yeah, it made it an interesting few minutes, and I would have been gutted for the lads had they lost after that sort of effort.
You must be pleased with the way that you handled a Featherstone pack that is known for its size. The pack's maybe been lamented a little bit in recent weeks, so you must be delighted that they did what was asked of them and really stepped up to the mark against Fev on Sunday. Yeah,
there's been, I think lamented's probably a bit harsh. They've not nailed a few areas at game that are just really important when you're in the middle of the field. So they were a bit better. It wasn't perfect, but yeah, look, Fev are a good team, and it's not only the pack, and you know, without. I don't want to get into money and the politics of rugby, but they pay for the right to be a dominant team. And you know, Ford missing, Riley Dean going back, so he wasn't cup tied. Matty Wildy gets in most teams. Thomas Lacans is a very strong young player who a lot of us would be lucky to have. So I'm not going to be wanting to buy into the Feather under strength or anything like that, because that's still a very strong team that we beat at the weekend. And yeah, we had enough. I thought we looked good when we got into good ball. We had some good stuff there. Obviously scored a bit of a training ground try, which were nice, but some good stuff in there. Nice to see Louis running and getting a reward for it. I thought we kicked a bit better. So generally, yeah, there were a lot of steps forward in a number of areas, but always areas to have a look at again.
And to take them all the way to the 80th minute, that's a really big win for the fitness staff here. You must be pleased with this, you know, with the fitness that the boys are showing to go all the way and never give up, even when the nerves were sort of jangling at the end and we could have been blowing, defending all those sets on our line right to the death. The goal line defence stood up, and the fitness really shone through. Yeah,
they are fit. They trained hard pre-season. We try to look after them now. We're in season. You can't flog them all the time. We don't have that much contact time and that much recovery time either, to be honest. But again, I think that fitness has shown in the other games. It's just not been in the right areas of the field for people to applaud it. So yeah, I'm glad they got the reward, and obviously John will be happy with where they're at as well. The GPS, we keep an eye on all the way through, and all that's where it needs to be. And it's all the same as last year, really. They're all doing what they were doing last year, which is good. We just need to get the performance levels to where it was.
And getting the win without a single on-field training session during the week, during the snow. So is that it? Are we scrapping training in the future and just playing games on Sundays?
Yeah, I think the lads I'd like that. They were on about that straight after the game. Yeah, the week was what it was, wasn't it? We wouldn't have been the only ones that didn't make it on field. In this area, it were pretty bad. Sometimes it goes like that though, Faz. Sometimes you put, like we have in weeks gone by this year, you put in the same effort, you do all the same things, get your preparation consistent and thorough, and you don't turn out you know, as you should or would like to. So yeah, it's just one of them random things. I think if you did it every week, then you'd see a difference. It would be plummeting pretty fast, so it's not something we'll be looking to do again.
So the draw for the fourth round was made the other night, drawn Barrow Raiders in a home tie. You must be excited at the prospect of progressing. Yeah,
my phone was going off a bit. I was coaching my Siddle team, under 13s, and phone was going a bit, so I didn't get it till after. But yeah, home tie is brilliant. Barrow, tough opposition. And then obviously if we're lucky enough to perform well and earn that one, we'll get an opportunity to play Bradford or the Hurricanes at home, which is great for the club. A couple of home games there, if we get through the first one, obviously. So I'm not going to get caught up in anything further down the line. We'll just have a look at, well, firstly we'll be focusing on Keighley this week. But yeah, as we look further ahead, Barrow in the cup competition, so it's just that game, it's knockout, isn't it? So we just got to do well on that day.
So after the highs of the cup fever, the big win against Featherstone, how important is it that we really come back down to earth and concentrate and throw everything we can at Keighley on Sunday?
Yeah, I think we will. I don't think that's an hard thing to do. I think flipping your head between the competitions is quite easy. Yeah, we've obviously got Jacob in. We need to work out the team and how that fits this week and what's best for us, because obviously having that cup game, it's an extra game we need to think about, and we've already spoke about squad and the depth for that. And you know, we need to look after people best we can, because if we don't get any more bodies in, that 23, 24 players, it's going to get skinnier and skinnier just for the rigours of the season. So we're looking forward to this one. We want to break the cycle we've had so far, which is win one, lose one in the league. We want to break that, and there's no better opportunity than with a home game.
Newly promoted Keighley then, made some big name signings, took a lot of headlines during the season. What you expected them to bring to the show on Sunday? What you expecting from them?
They'll be good. I think, yeah, you're right. They did catch the headlines, and rightly so. They've signed some people. They've come up and shown some ambition straight away, and obviously they've got people in the background there who are backing them. So good on them, really. Yeah, they're a good side. They've been in it. Obviously they've got, is it 1 from 5 in the league? 1 from 5, but they've been in those games. I thought Batley they were unfortunate, to have lost. And the London one was a decent game. That was a similar performance, just come out the other side of it. Sometimes that's just how it goes. So we won't be taking them lightly as Championship 1 champions coming up. They went through unbeaten with a good team, and they've added quality as well. So for us, it's just about getting back to our jobs, and again picking up where we left off in some areas against Featherstone and somewhat Batley as well the week before that, and just improving. That's what we try to do every week, get a little bit better until we get into a rhythm we're comfortable with.
And it's the first time they've come to the Shea since July 2014. There's a lot of links between the clubs, being close neighbours, no real rivalry to speak. I think both clubs really respect each other. The fans of each club seem to go watch each other. So you must be looking forward to a big crowd getting down, and there being a really friendly atmosphere for what should be a really good game and a really good advert for the Championship. Yeah,
hopefully. It's not too far, and obviously I think there is a little bit of rivalry there. They're local enough, aren't they? But being in separate leagues for so long has probably killed a bit of that off. But over the years, Jonesy, James Ailey, Ricky Sharif, I can go on an handful more, to be honest, that have gone to and fro and played for both clubs. So there's a bit of connection there, isn't there? So it'll be a good game. Not expecting anything less than a really tough game. They've got a quality team. Luke Gale leading them around. Chisholm's experience. They've got some really solid players in there. So yeah, we've just got to do our jobs and worry about us, which I think it's always important. But when you're still trying to find your way, there's no point in spending too much time worrying about the opposition. We need to get our stuff together.